Hello and welcome to Glory Apologetics. My name is Francis. We want to continue this video series answering common objections that people like Dr. Zakir Naik, Muslims and many critics raise against Christianity and the Bible. So without any further ado, let's hear the objection from Dr. Zakir Naik.
Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse number 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believeth in him shall not die but have everlasting life.
Alright, it seems that Dr. Zakir Naik has a strong objection against Christianity and the Bible and the divinity of Christ from John chapter 3 verse number 16. What it is?
Brother, do you know the meaning of the word begotten?
Oh, you're asking me? Yeah, of course, I know the meaning of the word begotten, but before I answer, I want to hear your response.
Begotten means sired by God. Sired, it belongs to the lower animal functions of sex. And that's the reason, if you read the Revised Standard Version of the Bible, revised by 32 Christian scholars of the highest eminence, backed by 50 different Christian denominations, they say this word begotten in Gospel of John, chapter number 3, verse number 16, is an interpolation, is a concoction, is a fabrication, and they threw it out of the Bible. Do you know that?
Alright, now I understood the objection. So the objection is with the word begotten. So according to Dr. Zakir Naik and many of my Muslim friends, begotten means sired by God, a function that is related to animals. Now this objection is not only used by Muslims but also by Jehovah's Witnesses and many people who reject the divinity of Christ. In short, what they want to prove is that Jesus Christ is not God, he is a created being, because the word begotten is only used for the created beings. I want to highlight two things in this objection. Number one, the understanding and the actual meaning of begotten, and the second part, Dr. Zakir Naik's favorite rap, which I like it by the way, interpolation, concoction, fabrication, 32 eminent scholars backed by corporate denominations, all that stuff I will respond shortly. But before responding to this objection, I would like to play a small video clip which will help you understand my argument. Please take a look at it.
But the best way to understand the Quran is to know Arabic as a language.
The best way to understand the Quran is to know the original language, that is Arabic. Great. Will Dr. Zakir Naik use the same standard for the Bible as well?
No.
Whenever you translate any book, when you translate any normal book, the translation can never be 100% perfect. It can be 80%, 90%, 99%. More difficult the language, more pure is the language, more difficult is the translation.
Exactly. I agree with Dr. Zakir Naik. The translation can never be 100% perfect. But will Dr. Zakir Naik apply the same standard for handling the Bible as well?
No.
We have clearly seen the double standards of Dr. Zakir Naik in his argument. According to him, to understand the Quran better, one needs to know the original language, that is Arabic, because the translations will not give you 100% perfect meaning. But when it comes to the Bible, no, forget everything. We will not apply the same standard like we use in Quran and for Islam. But let me tell you, my friends, the Gospel of John was originally written in Greek. When this Gospel of John was getting translated, the KJV translators liked it to translate everything word by word literally. Now, the word begotten in its original form is monogenes. If you do not understand Greek, not a problem, I'll make it very simple for you to understand. When you say monotheism, what do you mean? Monotheism means belief in one God. The first word, mono. So let us break this word monogenes into two parts. Monogenes. According to Greek English lexicon, the first word mono means only. The second word genos means unique, special, one of its kind. When I put both the words together, it is only one of its kind, only unique, only special. So when I read John chapter 3 verse number 16, it is not rejecting the divinity of Christ. It is not saying that Jesus Christ was a created being like the Muslims wants to say, like the Jehovah's Witness wants to say. Rather, the verse is saying Jesus is the only begotten, meaning he is the only unique Son of God. Do we find this monogenes word elsewhere in the New Testament? Yes. If you read Hebrews chapter 11 verse number 17, the author is referring to Isaac as the only begotten son of Abraham. Wait a minute. Abraham had many sons after Isaac. Then why the author is referring to Isaac as the only begotten son? Because of the Greek word monogenes, which means unique and one of its kind. So Isaac was a unique son, special son, promised son from God to Abraham and Sarah. I would like to read out something from Dr. James White's book, The Forgotten Trinity, a wonderful book. I highly recommend everybody to read it. In his book, in chapter 4, Dr. James White says this, quote, "What is John telling us by using such an unusual phrase? One thing is for certain, he is not telling us that Jesus Christ was created at some time in the past. He is not denying everything he said in the previous 17 verses and turning Jesus into a creation. Such ideas flow from wrong thinking about what monogenes means. Remember that the term means unique or one of a kind." So I hope you understood the meaning of begotten in its original language, that is monogenes, meaning only and unique son of God. But you may ask, what is this father, son in this verse? I do not understand. Jesus is lesser than the father? No. Did you understand anything? No. Because I did not speak in English, you could not comprehend what I said. Similarly, just assume for a moment, what if God started speaking in heavenly terms or the terms which as humans we do not understand? So for you to understand, me to understand, God is using a descriptive relational term, father and son, so that as a human you can understand, I can understand. Now the second part of the objection of Dr. Zakir Naik, like 32 eminent scholars backed by corporate denominations, Dr. Zakir Naik's rap, which I like it a lot, fabrication, concoction. Dr. Zakir Naik, this is an open challenge. If you can prove, if you can give me an evidence that this word begotten was thrown out of the Bible because it was a concoction, fabrication, interpolation, I will close my Glory Apologetics YouTube channel. Provide the evidence. Do not shoot in the air. The Revised Standard Version translators or the revisers did not throw the word away. Rather, they gave the closest, the actual meaning of the word, Greek word monogenes. I hope I have answered the question plain and simple. Keep watching, keep praying. If you like my videos, share it with your friends and pray for Glory Apologetics. Thank you. We'll see you once again soon.